Welcome to Private 1977 channel. Subscribe to the channel. And don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our news today includes the following content. Zhao Lusi's quiet rehearsal shines ahead of Flow Gourd Music Festival performance. On the afternoon of May 4th, under the gentle beam of stage lights in Chuzhou, Zhao Lusi stepped onto the rehearsal stage for the Flow Gourd Music Festival, not with grand fanfare or glittering attire, but with a calm presence that drew every eye. Her entrance was understated, yet it carried the quiet power of someone who knows how to command a moment. As she moved through a rehearsal, it was evident she wasn't just going through the motions. Each gesture, each pause, and every glance was infused with a deep sense of purpose. The atmosphere, charged by the hum of speakers and the cool sharpness of spotlight, seemed to hold its breath as she performed. This was more than practice, it was the quiet build-up to something memorable. A symbol of youth on a day of reflection. May 4th marks National Youth Day in China, commemorating the May 4th movement of 1919, a landmark moment in the country's history centered on youth activism, courage, and cultural awakening. For today's young creatives, the day is a chance to contemplate how their voices and art contribute to the evolving narrative of a generation. Zhao Lusi, widely regarded as a standout figure among China's new wave of young performers, encapsulates this spirit effortlessly. Her rehearsal at the music festival served as a quiet celebration of youth, focused, sincere, and full of heart. Dressed in a simple gray hoodie and white pants, her appearance was unadorned yet powerful. There was no need for flash or spectacle. Her authenticity spoke volumes. With natural poise and an air of concentration, she seamlessly transitioned between soft expressions and moments of firm intent, painting a portrait of a performer deeply connected to her craft. Quiet strength, lasting impact. Zhao Lusi's allure lies in her balance, gentle yet firm, humble yet impactful. While others may deliver speeches or take to social platforms to voice their beliefs, Lusi communicates through her presence and work. Her evolution from internet dramas to high-profile performances echoes the growth of many young people today, determined, adaptable, and resilient. As she rehearsed without backup dancers or elaborate stage elements, it became clear, her strength is in simplicity. And on this National Youth Day, that quiet power spoke louder than any headline. Zhao Lusi's quiet rehearsal shines ahead of Flow Gourd Music Festival performance. On the afternoon of May 4th, under the gentle beam of stage lights in Chuzhou, Zhao Lusi stepped onto the rehearsal stage for the Flow Gourd Music Festival, not with grand fanfare or glittering attire, but with a calm presence that drew every eye. Her entrance was understated, yet it carried the quiet power of someone who knows how to command a moment. As she moved through a rehearsal, it was evident she wasn't just going through the motions. Each gesture, each pause, and every glance was infused with a deep sense of purpose. The atmosphere, charged by the hum of speakers and the cool sharpness of spotlight, seemed to hold its breath as she performed. This was more than practice, it was the quiet build-up to something memorable. A symbol of youth on a day of reflection. May 4th marks National Youth Day in China, commemorating the May 4th movement of 1919, a landmark moment in the country's history centered on youth activism, courage, and cultural awakening. For today's young creatives, the day is a chance to contemplate how their voices and art contribute to the evolving narrative of a generation. Zhao Lusi, widely regarded as a standout figure among China's new wave of young performers, encapsulates this spirit effortlessly. Her rehearsal at the music festival served as a quiet celebration of youth, focused, sincere, and full of heart. Dressed in a simple gray hoodie and white pants, her appearance was unadorned yet powerful. There was no need for flash or spectacle. Her authenticity spoke volumes. With natural poise and an air of concentration, she seamlessly transitioned between soft expressions and moments of firm intent, painting a portrait of a performer deeply connected to her craft. Quiet strength, lasting impact. Zhao Lusi's allure lies in her balance, gentle yet firm, humble yet impactful. While others may deliver speeches or take to social platforms to voice their beliefs, Lusi communicates through her presence and work. Her evolution from internet dramas to high-profile performances echoes the growth of many young people today, determined, adaptable, and resilient. As she rehearsed without backup dancers or elaborate stage elements, it became clear, her strength is in simplicity. And on this National Youth Day, that quiet power spoke louder than any headline. Her facial expressions alone painted the mood of the music, sometimes playful, sometimes introspective. Her movements were fluid and expressive, reflecting not only her preparation but her deep connection to the performance ahead. It's clear she doesn't just rehearse choreography, she internalizes rhythm and emotion, embodying each beat with her whole being. One particularly striking moment came when she stood center stage, arms raised straight into the air, eyes focused forward. It wasn't an extravagant pose, but in its stillness, it symbolized something powerful: surrender to the stage, a call to something higher. On a day celebrating youth empowerment, that image becomes metaphorical. Zhao Lusi, a young woman in her prime, holding space not just for herself, but for an entire generation watching her. There is also a noticeable evolution in her aura. The once sweet and comedic internet sweetheart is now stepping deeper into the role of a multidimensional artist. Her recent ventures into music, particularly with her self-penned single Look Yourself, demonstrate her desire to expand, experiment, and express more mature layers of herself. Performing on National Youth Day only amplifies this growth. It's no longer just about entertaining, but about representing courage, artistry, and purpose. What makes Zhao Lusi particularly beloved by fans is her emotional transparency. Even in rehearsal, she doesn't hold back. Whether it's a quiet smile between takes or the intensity in her eyes mid-dance, she offers sincerity. And in today's media-saturated world, where image often eclipses intention, her grounded presence is refreshing. It's worth noting that Zhao Lusi's rehearsal wasn't just a personal practice, it became an event in itself. Photos from the venue quickly trended on social media, with fans praising not just her visuals, but her poise and spirit. Comments flooded in describing her as gentle strength, a flower in motion, and the soul of May 4th youth. For many young viewers, watching her rehearse was not only inspiring, it was symbolic. On a day that celebrates their voice, Zhao Lusi's quiet power gave them one. She may not have made a grand speech about youth ideals, but through her posture, preparation, and presence, Zhao Lusi honored the day in her own way. She reminded audiences, especially young women, that grace and ambition are not mutually exclusive. That showing up authentically, working diligently, and moving with quiet confidence is a form of revolution in itself. As the Flow Gourd Music Festival unfolds tonight, Zhao Lusi is expected to take the stage not just as an entertainer, but as a symbol of her generation's artistic heart. Her performance will echo louder because of the foundation laid in rehearsal, because when an artist gives their all in the quiet moments, their brilliance in the spotlight becomes inevitable. And beyond the performance itself, Lusi's mere presence serves as a catalyst for community and connection. Fans who once only knew each other online are now meeting in person, bonding over shared admiration. Local cafes, train stations, and nearby parks have all become temporary gathering grounds for her supporters, further amplifying the cultural impact of the evening. In this way, Zhao Lusi becomes more than a performer, she becomes the thread weaving together stories of youth across the nation. As Zhao Lusi wrapped up her final rehearsal, the atmosphere outside the venue was already shifting from ordinary to electric. Fans had begun to gather early in the day, some traveling from neighboring provinces, others making even longer journeys across the country just to catch a glimpse of her live. Reports emerged of fan groups setting up small tents in organized clusters, creating their own little festival community long before the music even began. With flags, banners, and light sticks in hand, their dedication spoke volumes. This wasn't just another performance, it was a moment they had waited for. The excitement online mirrored the energy on the ground. Social media lit up with comments like "She's glowing already, imagine tonight," and "This is going to be her best stage yet." Many fans shared emotional posts about how Zhao Lusi's growth mirrored their own, how her sincerity gave them strength, and how witnessing her on May 4th, China's National Youth Day, felt deeply meaningful. For them, it wasn't simply about the music, but the memories they were about to create. What makes this moment even more powerful is how it bridges generations. Parents who had once lived through the ideals of the May 4th movement now watched their children celebrate youth in a different, modern form, through music, lights, and artists like Zhao Lusi. In her, many see a reflection of youthful hope, perseverance, and authenticity. Her presence on this day isn't just symbolic, it's a promise that youth will continue to inspire, express, and lead in their own ways. As night falls over Chuzhou and the Flow Gourd Music Festival prepares to open its main stage, all signs point to a night of unforgettable emotion. With Zhao Lusi at the center, fans are expecting a performance that will blend passion, artistry, and connection, a night that will linger not just in applause, but in the hearts of all who came. Zhao Lusi brings quiet brilliance to Chuzhou ahead of festival debut. Under the dim glow of Chuzhou railway station, a quiet but striking arrival captured the city's attention. Without the glare of paparazzi or flashy fanfare, celebrated actress and singer Zhao Lusi stepped onto Chuzhou soil with an air of calm focus. Her destination, the Flow Gourd Music Festival on May 4th, an event that has surged in popularity, thanks in no small part to her anticipated appearance. Although the festival itself boasts a diverse musical lineup, it is Zhao Lusi's rumored live debut of her song Look Yourself that has created a buzz far beyond the city limits. With speculation swirling, excitement among fans has reached a fever pitch. Zhao was seen arriving with her entourage, dressed in a look that fused casual comfort with understated style. A subdued green cap and oversized glasses framed her face, partially hidden behind a soft-tone mask. Her black sweater, scribbled with quirky white graphics, hung loose over a darker top, while a gray sweatshirt tied at the waist matched well with her crisp white trousers. A pair of stylish headphones rested around her neck like a quiet declaration, she was here for the music. The ensemble was praised for its simplicity and authenticity. Fans took to social media, marveling at how Zhao managed to radiate star power even in low-key attire. "She's got this serene, powerful vibe," one admirer posted. Another wrote, "Even when dressed down, she shines." Amid the growing excitement, a dedicated fan group, Purple Sea 2.0, has emerged, organizing large-scale support efforts for Zhao's appearance. From coordinated outfits and banners to planned chants, their presence promises to turn the festival grounds into a vibrant sea of purple. Their dedication hasn't gone unnoticed. Local cultural authorities have reportedly invited the group to future civic events, recognizing their role in boosting community engagement. Zhao Lusi's impact clearly transcends performance. Her fans are not just followers, they are participants in a cultural moment. Still, amid the celebrations, some supporters voiced concern over Zhao's recent tight filming schedule. Messages wishing her rest and health flooded platforms like Weibo. "Her well-being should always come first," one fan wrote. "We'll wait, no matter what." Chuzhou, a city without an airport, may seem like an unlikely venue for a major artist's appearance, but for Zhao, it appears to be a meaningful choice. Many believe her decision to perform here, possibly as part of a charitable endeavor, reflects her personal values over publicity. "It shows heart," a commenter observed. "She's bringing attention to places often overlooked." The possible debut of Look Yourself is poised to mark a turning point in Zhao's artistic career. Known primarily for her leading roles in television dramas, she now appears ready to take on the stage, not just as a performer, but as a storyteller. Early descriptions of the track suggest themes of self-reflection and strength, messages that could strike a chord with young audiences navigating an uncertain world. As the date approaches, Chuzhou residents have begun welcoming Zhao with open arms online. Posts range from heartfelt greetings to calls for greater appreciation of her talent. "She deserves the best from the organizers," one local wrote. "She's not just a celebrity, she's an inspiration." In this quiet corner of China, something meaningful is taking shape. Zhao Lusi's presence at the Flow Gourd Music Festival isn't merely an event, it's becoming a symbol of authenticity, creativity, and connection. When she takes the stage on May 4th, it won't just be a performance, it will be a statement. A transition. A moment that shows how far she's come, and how much further she's ready to go. Her path to Chuzhou is not paved with glitter but with intention. That choice alone distinguishes Zhao Lusi from many of her peers. While others chase headlines, she continues to forge an authentic narrative, one where presence, not pretense, leads. And it is this rare kind of presence that allows her to transcend the roles she plays, becoming someone who shapes the emotional atmosphere around her simply by walking into a room. For aspiring artists and seasoned performers alike, her actions offer a quiet lesson: consistency and care build careers that last. Zhao Lusi's commitment to showing up for her fans, even when it means long hours, unfamiliar venues, and logistical hurdles, reflects her devotion not only to the stage but to the people who believe in her. As her fans count down the final moments to the Flow Gourd Music Festival, the energy in the air feels less like anticipation and more like readiness. Readiness to listen, to celebrate, to feel. In that collective heartbeat, Zhao Lusi is no longer just a performer. She becomes the focal point of something larger, a shared emotion, a collective breath, a wave of connection moving through sound. So as May 4th dawns, we send heartfelt wishes for a smooth, joyful, and impactful performance. May Zhao Lusi's voice soar, her presence radiate, and her fans feel every note deep in their hearts. Here's to a night that will echo far beyond Chuzhou. Thank you for following this journey. What do you think about this? This concludes our new section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome, don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.